Hey, David, it's Destin with Aaron Overhead Doors. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate your time and just wanted to bring you online here and take you through HaasCreate, which is a good tool that Haas provides for us. It allows us to see the door actually on your home. We can go through different colors, design, different window selections, and basically it will let you visualize everything before we place the order and figure out what you want. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upload your house. Alrighty, so it allows us to put multiple doors on here, and it's a drag and play. So all you have to do is take these green dots to the sides of each door. I want to add one more. This one's a little bit smaller, and I'll do the same thing over here. So this is your home here. Now I'll make selections. We'll just kind of go through the different options. So we're going to do the carriage house door. That's the overlay design. We can start out in white. And then we talked about on site, you're pretty sure you want windows, correct, David?
I mean, originally we were going to just go with the like a garage door like that, but looking around our subdivision, the windows definitely make it pop more.
So they have plain windows that you can choose from, just like these. Some people like to add some decoration or some design to the windows themselves. So you have plain, 3-pane, 4-pane, and then all the way to 6 to 8-pane.
It'd probably be either three or four that we would go.
What do you think about the 3 there?
They look cool.
Show you the 4 real quick as well.
I don't know. I'd flip a coin, three or four. We'll see what they look like when you put the colors up.
Okay, that's the home or the doors in white. It kind of blends in with the side of your home. It is going to, show a little bit more true white on the computer, but it'd be those color samples that we looked at together. The other one we talked about was either black or a wood grain. So I will run through those real quick. We'll start with the wood grain just so you can do that. So you get to choose if you want the overlay and the base panel of the door the same color. Most people do. Other people want to do a two-tone look, like that would be a wood grain base with a overlay that's white. And then this would be the full wood grain overlay. So Haas does a fantastic job on their wood grains. They look really, really realistic. They have several different colors to choose from. This is what they call their ash. It is their lightest wood grain. However, as you can see, it's going to be darker than your wood column here. So if you went with an option like this, you probably want to stain that wood column a little bit darker.
That column's going to get stained anyway. It's also going to have a gutter on there on the side, but that'll be black. But with that grain, that column it'll probably be about as dark as that garage door color. So
okay, awesome. Yeah, well that would look nice then. So that's gonna pop a little bit more. It's not gonna it's gonna match the cedar column, but it's gonna provide a little bit more pop. Not gonna match the whole home quite as uniformly. Some people love that. And then we want to look at black as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, get the black color up here. And black's an awesome color choice. It's coming super popular. And Haas is one of the few companies that will actually offer the black overlay doors. A lot of them want to offer the lighter colors. Haas has good technology, and they can make these overlays to last in black, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that looks cool.
Okay, well, yeah, I think the black's a good color choice. I think that pops a lot, but also blends in with your roof line. Your windows are black, and then you said your gutters are going to be black as well. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that could look really nice. So that is the 3 color choices. You kind of lean in one way or the other on color.
When we were first talking with your associate, they said that there were a couple of different thicknesses on the actual door. What's the advantage of going thicker versus thin?
Absolutely, yeah, that's a great question. So there are different terms of construction on garage doors. Haas on their overlay doors, they're all double-sided steel. So you're gonna have steel in the front, steel in the back, with polyurethane insulation in the middle. So it's going to give you a good structure, good quality to it, and then it's going to provide you the insulation factor. So you have 1 3/8. You can see the two ones here. On the base panel door, does not count the overlays. You have an 1 3/8 of polyurethane, and Haas does a tested U factor. So this isn't like a guesstimate. They get official testing done, and it's going to get you a 0.096 U value. What a lot of people do here in Georgia is go ahead and go up to the 2-inch thick your insulation. So obviously more insulation is going to actually provide a little bit more structure to the door and insulated value, and it's going to drop that U factor down to 0.081. So I don't know if you're familiar with U factor, but it is the lower the better. So it measures the heat transfer through the door. So the lower, the less energy that transfers. So in these Georgia, hot summers, cold winters, so you kind of get the both sides of it, and so it's going to provide you a little bit more comfort in your garage year round.
Yeah, well, it's been crazy these days. It's been 80, and then I went down to 40 the other day. I mean, it's been, old man winter keeps raising his head, even with the pollen going on. So we probably would go with the thicker one.
It's spray foamed. polyurethane. So they actually spray it between the 2 layers of steel, and it expands. It's going to fill all the gaps inside of it. Going to get you good insulation, and like I mentioned earlier, really good structure. So that's the insulation. Going to get you a good U value there. Now, a couple other things we still needed to land on color for sure. There are different overlay designs that we'll look at here. So let's look at the designs here. Haas offers a bunch of different design options, almost limitless here. The first section you see here is arched. So you can do all these arch designs. When we do arch, I like to look on the home to see if there's any arches on the home, which you have, rectangle windows and peaks. So you don't really have any arches to match. This is your home. You get to choose.
I like the straight. It's
Okay.
uniform and it flows much nicer. That arch would look out of place.
Exactly. I agree there. So then you come down to the square options. They go from all over, all different types of designs to super modern, to more traditional farmhouse blends. But as we talked about, you like the board and batten to match your home. So we're going to kind of start at design 20, and then you get to kind of go all the way to design 23. So you get 4 options here. There are some other ones in 24 and 25, but they don't allow you to have the windows that we just picked out. We'll just go through these and let you see them. They basically go from least amount of overlays or board and batten to more. The design 20 has what we've been on, so we'll bump it up 1, which is a very popular one. Let me put it on both doors. Okay. Here is with adding one, the next step up. We went up to design 22 versus 21. And so each one of these rectangles now has 2 board and battens versus 1.
Yeah, that looks cool too. I don't think I would go any further because it'd be too busy in there.
Right, I agree. So really, I think either one's a good option. These are about the size of the ones above here. But they might not be perfect because some people like to scale it back 1 to try not to match that look too closely and create some separation from the garage door to the siding. So here's a look back on design 21.
Yeah, that looks clean too. I could flip a coin on either one of those. I mean, I wouldn't put any more than 2 on there, but I think either one of those are okay. Yeah, I would flip a coin either way. What about what kind of hardware? I mean, are there like little handles or are they pull knobs or?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So they offer decorative hardware handles and hinges in the spade style. So I will put them on both of the doors. So they're going to be here on the HaasCreate with the black overlay door. The computer doesn't show them quite as well. You'll see them a lot better in person. But you can see the 2 sets, or 1 set, but 2 individual handles here in the middle. And then you'll have 4 spade metal hinge straps on the side here. And then on the smaller door, got the handles in the middle and then the 4 hinges.
I like it.
Yeah, I think that it spruces up the door a little bit, adds some character. And they are actually functionable as well. So if you ever need to operate the door by hand, disconnected the motor or power outage or anything along those lines, you can lift the door by them too. So they provide some nice looks, but they're also functional.
Okay.
With this overlay design, I think the 4-pane window looks nice. You get the lined up here with the overlay board lining up right with the middle window design. So I just wanted to point that out. I think that's a good look.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. So yeah, we have everything filled out here. I'm going to change you over to the 2-inch that we talked about on this door. I need to do it on both doors. There we go. And then the other thing we want to add on door number 2. Okay, I wanted to make sure we have the insulated glass. So we have 1/2-inch clear insulated glass. There are some other options in terms of glass type. They got a bunch of options actually. Clear over clear is nice. It lets in a lot of light. The windows are up high, so you still get a good bit of privacy. They offer different tints from light gray to dark gray. They have bronze tints, frosted. If you want kind of that white look with a little bit more privacy. And then they have obscure and frosted as well.
I think I would just go clear on those, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I like. Allows you to get the maximum light in your garage as well.
Yeah.
And in terms of the black, is black the color you think you want to go with?
I like the black. We like the black for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's going to look great. And I think the white, black, and wood grain will go good as well, especially if you stain a little darker. So this was HaasCreate. It's a really, really cool tool just to visualize. Want to let you know this is not just a something I have access to. It's a public service that Haas offers. So you can go to their Haas website and click on HaasCreate, and you could always play around on this as well, just so you know. I don't want you to think it's something only I have access to. Well, good. Well, we got that down. I'm gonna save this project, label it under your name. Final design selection for garage. garage doors. Confirm this. So when I continue here, it allows me to save it down as a PDF. So I'm going to share this with you. I'm just going to show you the door that's off your home. You can see the handles and hinges a little bit better here. Then it's going to show you the door on the home, and it's going to have all your details, your size, your color, that 2-inch thick polyurethane insulation we picked, the decorative hardware, the windows. So I will, I'm going to download this so I can send it over to you, and then we're going to continue one more time. This is where you can actually, if you were doing this on your own, you could send this straight to a dealer. So you could create a quick login, just register here, log in with the email and password, and then you could send this right to me if you were doing this on your own.
Now that we know what we're going to do, I think you told me that I'm going to have to meet you out there. You'll do some measurements, etc. Correct?
Yes, sir. So we'll meet on site. We'll just go everything. I'll show you the doors. Take all the final measurements. Measure your opening. Look at your electrical, and just do the site visit. Make sure we're all on the same page, and make sure your door's going great.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. The garage doors, that's, it's like putting front doors on your house. They makes everything. Well, I appreciate the time, and I'll see you out at the site in a couple of days, and we'll do some measurements. And at that time, if we want to make any changes at that point before that's the final call. Once you put it in production, I'm sure you can change it, but the bottom line is that's what you're going to go with, right?
Yeah, once we put it in production, it's there. So yeah, thanks for meeting with us. We really look forward to your project. I think it's going to turn out great. The Haas doors are fantastic. You're going to love them. I think it's going to look good with your home.